Chris Christie has a new ad out. I think it's horrendous. Let's check it out.
Lawlessness in America and around the world under Barack Obama. Sanctuary cities engulfing Americans in crime. Drugs running rampant and destroying lives. ISIS beheading Christians. Iranian radicals and nuclear weapons. Now, Hillary Clinton thinks the law doesn't apply to her. Really? We need a strong law enforcer as president. Someone who says what he means and means what he says. We can do it. Let's make America a leader again. I'm Chris Christie, and I approve this message.
Oh, make the pain stop, make the pain stop. I was watching the other day for like the third time the Will Ferrell movie where he's a politician. I think it's called Campaign. And there's a hilarious part in there where they're coming up with some sort of ad to run against his opponent. And they question whether or not the opponent is in Al-Qaeda or the Taliban. They're like, well, we haven't heard him say that he's not in Al-Qaeda or the Taliban. Why isn't he answering these questions? Why isn't he answering it? And they're watching it, and they're like, right on, I like that ad. That ad's great. And that's what this kind of reminds me of. Because what's he doing? He's just taking every kind of conceivable problem that we have in the world, and he's going, fucking Obama, responsible for all these. He starts out by saying, lawlessness. Lawlessness, what does that mean? Lawlessness. What kind of lawlessness are you talking about? By the way, Chris, do you have any statistics on that? Do you have any facts on that? No, of course you don't. And even if you did, the idea that they would immediately be connected to Obama, how ridiculous is that? Lawlessness, be afraid. Sanctuary cities. What the fuck are you... See, this is the new thing. Oh my God, we're so scared of immigration because one immigrant killed somebody who wasn't an immigrant. Now we should deport all the immigrants. So you're quite literally blaming all immigrants for the actions of one immigrant. But hey, dipshit, you want to know which party filibustered immigration reform, which would have increased border security? That would be your party. All of the proposals by the Democrats when they were trying to get immigration reform through Congress, all of them included more spending for border security. So there was a long, long path to citizenship. But they said, okay, let's also make the overall reform, cut the deficit to get right-wing votes, and we'll increase border security. One of the proposals put drones on the Texas border. So you're so concerned about, oh, I'm going to be tough on the border. The Democrats were tough on the border, but your party blocked them. And then he goes on to drugs. They showed somebody shooting up heroin, and they're blaming Obama for it. What the fuck does Obama have to do with that? Now, you could say, well, he's not tough enough when it comes to the war on drugs. Bullshit! If anything, he's continued the policies of George W. Bush and continued the policies of all of his predecessors, which have exacerbated the problem. We don't need more of your ideas, which are cracking down even more and doing a bigger war on drugs. We need the opposite. We need to legalize, tax, and regulate. Because when you do that, you know what happens? You can put the cartels out of business. And, you know, there's your main reason why there's a lot of crime associated with the black market when it comes to drugs. It's because it's illegal. But if you legalize, tax, and regulate, who the fuck is going to go to the shady drug dealer to buy their drugs when they can go buy it at CVS or they can go buy it at the local liquor store? I mean, you have to look at the sociological facts behind what you're talking about. But of course, Chris Christie, he's all bluster and he's just this bloviator and he has this facade about him like, I'm a truth teller, I'm a straight shooter. No, you're an asshole with an opinion that's an unresearched, unnuanced, unsophisticated opinion, and you present that as if you're the only person that's telling it like it is because you have a harsh tone. But that's not true. And then he goes on to ISIS. Obama, ISIS. Need I say any more? Yes, actually, you do need say more. You know, you're so, oh, he's weak on ISIS. Really? Then why is it we've done thousands of airstrikes on them? And according to some estimates, now whether or not you believe this is a separate question, but according to some estimates, because of U.S. airstrikes and international airstrikes on ISIS, they've killed at least 10,000 ISIS members. Where's your reference to that in your ad? Obama, weak, ISIS. He's not doing anything to fight ISIS, except he is. Do you want to go further? That's my question to Chris Christie. Do you want to go further, yes or no? According to this ad, it's absolutely yes. So, okay, you want to go further. Then what you're calling for is ground troops. So you want to engage in an endless war in the Middle East and send in more ground troops, even though we know that that does not work, and we have the Bush example to prove it. And then finally, he goes to Iran nukes and Hillary Clinton's emails. The whole purpose of the Iran deal was what? To make sure Iran does not get nukes. Does not get nukes. And we achieve that. The IAEA gets to live up the ass of the Ayatollah and do inspections nonstop. And in return for that, all we have to do is slowly lift the sanctions and give them back some of their own money. We got a fantastic deal. But he's like, Obama's giving Iran nukes. Except he's not. You just fucking made that up. And I'm up to fucking here with Hillary's emails, man. Oh my God, Hillary Clinton was using the wrong server at the wrong time, and it's not right, and she skirted internal code section 1D17, and this is such a problem. Unless what? You're so disconnected from what the American people are going through that it's laughable. You got nothing to say about income inequality. You got nothing to say about the student loan debt crisis. You got nothing to say about regulating Wall Street. Nothing to say about any serious issues that matter. But you're like, Hillary's emails, don't vote for her because she used the wrong email at the wrong time, and that was totally against the law and is not right. Blah, 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 blah. Look, I get it. Okay, if it's proven that she used the wrong email at the wrong time and for security reasons it's not right and this and that, I get it. Should she have done it? No. Is it something that's like, okay, pound the gavel, it's over, put her in jail forever and she can't run for president? Absolutely not. And the Republicans are trying to make it that because that's the only way they could think of to attempt to kneecap her campaign because they know they can't win on substance. It's beyond pathetic.